Hello dear students, this is Amir Farooq Mir and today we are talking of one of the important topic of mathematics that is known as linear equation in two variables. As you know that this topic is associated with grade 9th and 10th. I hope that you people are well versed in the basic terminology of algebra because the basic terminology of algebra is very much important for understanding this very much topic. Before moving towards this very much topic, we have to understand two important terms of algebra. That is, one is equation and second one is degree. These are two important terms which we have to understand before understanding this very much topic. So first we understand what is an equation. An equation is simply any sort of statement in which one quantity is equated to other by means of an equality sign. Let's consider an example like I have here 3x is equal to 5. This is a statement in which this 3x is equated to this 5. That means this quantity is equated to another quantity by means of this equality sign. So this whole quantity, this whole statement is known as the equation, simple equation, okay? And it contains some algebraic terms, so we call it as an algebraic equation. Okay, so our topic is linear equation in two variables. So now you are well in equation now. So, before understanding linear equation in two variables, let us understand what is linear. Before considering that linear, we have to understand this very much term that is known as the degree. As you are all familiar about the word degree, degree is simply the highest power of the variable. If in polynomials, we have the highest power of variable, that highest power we considered as the degree of that polynomial. Here in an equation, if we have an equation like 2x squared plus 5x is equal to 3, this is an equation because this quantity is equated to this very much quantity. Here in this quantity, we have 2 as an exponent of this variable, so this 2 is considered as the degree of this equation. So in an equation, in any sort of statement, in any sort of equation, when we have the variable quantity, we have to focus on the highest exponent of the equation. We have to focus on the highest power of the variable. And that variable is considered as the degree of that equation. For example, I have here an equation 3x plus 5 is equal to 9. Let this be an equation, and in this equation we have only one type of variable, that is x, and this 1 is the exponent of this x. So this 1 is considered the degree of this equation. And if any equation whose degree is 1 and contains only one type of variable, that equation is known as linear equation in one variable. So we call it as linear equation in one variable. But we have some equations which contains two types of variables. For example, I have an equation here, 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. This is an equation. Obviously, this is an equation. And here we have two types of variables. One is this x and second one is this y. And focuses on the degree of this equation, we have two types of variables. It means we have two types of exponents. One is this 1 and second one is the exponent of this y. So, try to understand, this is very much important for your study. If in any equation you have two types of variables and those variables have the highest power as 1, we call that equation linear equation in two variable, because this is an equation which contains two types of variables and the degree of this equation is 1 because the variable contains 1 as an exponent. So this equation is considered as a linear equation in two variables. There are lots of concepts which are related to this very much topic, but that contains lot of time to discuss. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.